Hi everyone, Brian Betts here. I'm going to do an interview today with Barclay Dugger. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Barclay on a video call, so my best effort here was I have the audio of him, and I apologize for any noise in the background. There were people working on my house and some trucks going on outside, so I'm sorry about any interruptions in terms of that. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Alright, so hi everyone, welcome back to my second video, part 2 in my video blog series. Today I'm here with Barclay Dugger, the head athletic trainer at Springfield College. Barclay, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, no problem. Also a faculty member, Brian.
Oh, okay. Well, so again, we're going to look at a little bit about evidence-based practice, and my first question for you, Barclay, is what is evidence-based practice?
Yeah, so evidence-based practice is basically the clinician's clinical expertise and the best research evidence, and then put that together with what the patient needs and values are, and you come and put those three things together and come up with a good decision on the process of taking care of that patient in that situation.
All right. My next question then is, how do you utilize evidence-based practice in your athletic training room?
Yeah, well, I can't speak for everybody, but there's a lot of it. But for me, you know, I don't use it every day, but I use it every week. So sometimes I think the most common way to use it is when you have a unique injury and you're trying to figure out what's the best thing to do for that and take that from point A to point Z. Another time I'll use it is when we have some pretty simple common injuries, and all of a sudden we're getting a lot of them, and so I'll go on to the web and just find the best research and the latest and greatest news on those that situation and see if we're doing everything that we can be doing. So I'll use it for simple things when there's a lot of them, and use it for a very challenging, unique thing, and a little bit of everything else in between.
Thank you. Do you feel prepared? It seems like you feel pretty prepared to go out and find the research and then synthesize it and kind of make up clinical decisions based off of that.
Yeah, I feel pretty prepared. I got 26 years of experience, so you think you would know everything at that point in time, but you don't. So actually, you know that, but just because you know that doesn't mean you know the latest and greatest news for situations. So it's good to use it when you can. I think when you can't is because it's time. We're kind of strapped for time in this business.
Makes perfect sense. And you said that you have about 26 years of experience. So how has your use of evidence-based practice evolved over those years?
Yeah, well, 26 years ago, there was no such thing as evidence-based practice, as I recall. But as everything evolved, including this profession, probably the last 5 to 8 years, I think we've been doing this a lot more. I think we were doing it before it was actually called evidence-based practice. Started looking for best ways to fix things with the latest and greatest research, and it's certainly involved into this topic of evidence-based practice, which is good for us, good for the patient, and good for healthcare.
Makes sense to me. So what are some of the challenges that you face with evidence-based practice?
Yeah, I think I mentioned it first. I think the biggest challenge for me is finding the time to look things up. Sometimes there's all the time in the world to do that, and sometimes there's not. And you know how this business works. It's kind of the all-or-nothing principle. Like pick up and slow downtime, and that's when you got to realize take advantage of downtime and do things like evidence-based practice. And then all of a sudden the world blows up with 15 people coming in at once, and you're very, very busy, and it seems like it goes to the end of the day. So really just time. and just also having the databases available to find the best research would be another thing.
And you have those databases through the Springfield College, correct?
Yes, correct. Yeah. So, if I was at a clinic in some or something, you'd probably have to have some access to some of these databases. I'm not sure, but at college, you're kind of have easy access to it.
All right. And then, how do you think evidence-based practice can be made easier to access and gather information? Or can it be?
Yeah. I don't know if there's any way of doing it easier right now, and you just gotta jump on the computer and do it. Maybe in the future it'll be more of an easier database specifically for this, but that's just, there's so much research going on, it's just kind of hard to nail everything down and have it in one little corner of the web for us. So, I'm not really sure how to make those challenges easier other than just managing time and finding time to do it and recognizing when you can do it. I think that's another big thing. You're just kind of starting out in the profession, so you're going to want to do this as much as you can and learn more. And even if you've been in the profession as long as I have, you still should be using it and kind of recognizing when to use it and is probably one of the other challenges. So really time and recognizing when to do it.
Okay. Well, that's all the questions I have for you,